Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I will try to be very brief. I am pleased to join you here today because you're doing the right thing. I think you are standing up and speaking for those that are not saying anything. You are speaking for the silent majority, and that is to be commended. You know, this deal, if it happens, it's really contrary to many of our beliefs and hopes. Not here, not just for the Hudson Valley, but beyond the state and our nation. And some of our beliefs, the idea of thinking local, of buying local, of hiring local, of producing local, goes right out the window. It's not local any longer. Our hopes of sustainability and sustainable living and utilizing alternative sources of energy, that also goes right out the window. I mean, we know that there's a bad history here. So why would we want to take a gamble and try to fix something that is not broken? Central Hudson has been a good neighbor. It's, by the way, in the city that I own and operate a business. And I know of the good work they've done for the community. I know the investments they have made and how, you know, caring they are in supporting causes and supporting people in need, in particular in the city of Poughkeepsie. I know what they've done. They've done a great work. We know what we have. They have been very responsive. And although I may not agree with them, and I fought them a number of times about rate increases, in general, we know who they are and the kind of work they've done. We have no idea about what Fortis is going to do. They are making no promises to us. How is it going to affect our local labor? We don't know. How is it going to affect, by the way, one of the things that I've done when immediately after I went to Albany was to expand the idea of net metering. How is that going to be affected, and whether or not Fortis will comply with the state laws on the issue of net metering that allows small producers of alternative sources of energy to be able to sell it back to the grid? How is that going to be affected? How does NAFTA play into all this thing? Would the state of New York and the people of the state of New York have anything to say how Fortis operates and, you know, what rates they want to implement? It's really, you know, this whole deal looks bad, smells bad, it must be bad. So really, we are asking the Service Commissioner to do the right thing and extend the period of, you know, hearings and evidential hearings, and give everyone the opportunity, because this is going to have a great impact. It just doesn't affect a single person. It affects the whole community, many different counties, many of whom, by the way, have reached out to me and said, you know, this is a bad deal. Ulster County, Orange County, passed resolutions saying do not do this. Do not allow this to happen. So we have a responsibility to protect our labor force, to protect our environment, to protect our pay raters. This is negative. It's net negative. It's not net positive for the consumer and the taxpayer. Therefore, we encourage the Public Service Commissioner to reject this deal and do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you.